Have you ever noticed your dog stretching as soon as they see you and wondered what that means? It's more than just a cute little morning routine or a sign that they're ready to play. It's actually a behavior with deeper significance. The truth is, when your dog stretches in front of you, they're telling you something important about how they're feeling. Let's start with the basics. Stretching is a natural, instinctive behavior for dogs. It's not just something they do because it feels good, although it definitely does. It's tied to how they communicate, how they prepare their bodies, and even how they bond with you. You've probably seen the play bow before, where your dog lowers their front end while keeping their tail in the air. That's a classic example of a stretch meant to signal friendly intentions. It's their way of saying, hey, I'm relaxed, I'm ready to interact, and I'm not a threat. When your dog stretches in your presence, it's essentially their way of saying, I trust you, and I'm comfortable around you. But it goes deeper than just signaling playfulness or relaxation. Dogs often stretch when they're waking up from a nap or after a long period of resting. Stretching helps them get their blood flowing and their muscles loosened up. If you've ever noticed how your dog stretches right after getting out of bed, it's because stretching helps them shake off stiffness and prepares their body for movement. The same applies when they see you. After a moment of stillness or sleep, they're physically priming themselves for action or interaction. And that's often when they feel energized and happy to greet you. What's also fascinating about the stretching behavior is how it's linked to how dogs view you in their environment. When a dog stretches in front of you, it's also a sign of affection. Think about it. Stretching is a vulnerable posture. Your dog is putting themselves in a position where they're relaxed, with their belly exposed and their front end low to the ground. It's a gesture that shows they feel safe and trust you completely. They're not on guard. They're not worried about being threatened or attacked. Instead, they're saying, I'm at ease with you and I'm open to whatever comes next. This is especially true if your dog stretches right after they've been resting or lying down. It's a sign that they're ready to engage with you or just bask in your presence. And then there's the fact that dogs are incredibly in tune with our routines and emotions. So when your dog stretches in the morning or when you come home after a long day, they might be picking up on your energy. If you're happy, calm, or excited, your dog might mirror that energy with a stretch of their own. In a way, it's their way of connecting with you emotionally and sharing in your feelings. If you've had a rough day and you're feeling a little tense or stressed, your dog might give you a stretch as a way to help you relax, signaling that everything's okay and that they're there for you. But sometimes dogs stretch to get your attention, especially if they want to initiate playtime or want something from you. If your dog is stretching and then looking at you expectantly, they might be saying, hey, I'm ready to play, let's go for a walk, or how about that game of fetch? Stretching becomes their subtle cue for you to engage with them. If you respond, it reinforces the idea that stretching is a great way for them to get a reaction from you. It's like they've learned that when they stretch, you're more likely to notice them and pay attention. In some cases, stretching could even be a sign that your dog is feeling a bit anxious or wants to relieve some built-up tension. Dogs that are excited but also unsure about a situation may stretch as a way to release nervous energy. So if you notice your dog stretching in a new or unfamiliar environment, it could be a sign that they're trying to ease their nerves. Ultimately, when your dog stretches in front of you, they're showing affection, trust, and a desire for connection. Whether they're preparing for play, asking for attention, or just sharing a moment of relaxation with you, stretching is a form of communication. It's their way of saying, I'm comfortable with you, I feel safe, and I'm ready to share a moment together. It's one of the many little ways dogs communicate with us and show us their love and affection. So next time you see your dog stretching, remember, it's more than just a physical action. It's a sign of trust, connection, and maybe even a hint that they're ready to have some fun with you. And if you're lucky, they might even throw in a playful bow as an invitation to play. Does your dog stretch when they see you? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun facts about dog behavior.